Okay. So let us start from the point where we had left, right? And here the point was art does not deserve scientific treatment because the beauty of art presents itself to sense, feelings, intuition, imagination, the apprehension of its activity and its products demands an organ other than scientific thinking. And in the coming paragraph, we have explanation of the same over here. Science follows rules, but in art we enjoy freedom, peace, and liveliness. Art, a product of imagination and spirit. It means that art is the product of brain, product of thinking, and product of spirit. As far as science is concerned, then it always follow rules, right? So it is more free from than nature. Conformity to law. Art is free from any type of rules and regulations and natural laws as well, and can reach beyond it with fanciful creation. Fanciful creation, if you can recall in your memories, fancy is one of the stages, uh, especially in composing the poetry. Fancy means that first of all, what means poets do, they always take the picture of the scenery in their brain, and then when they are away from such type of beauty, then they always take it up to the highest level of imagination, up to the highest level of imagination. So fancy is one of the stages. Beauty is universal. It means that whatever the beauty is, it is accepted throughout the world, but there can't be universal laws for it. So as far as the universal laws for enjoying the beauties are concerned, then are in order to reach the beauty, we don't have certain type of laws. Since it is so various and particular, therefore art is not suited to scientific discussion. It means that we cannot discuss art, especially in the light of science. So here, the main point which is under discussion is very much clear that art is something else and science is something else. Science follows the rules and regulations, whereas art follows means intuition, imagination, highest level of thinking, spirit as well. And the coming point is Hegel then refutes these objections. It means that he rejects these means objections. Number one, we aren't interested in art as mere play or entertainment. In its freedom, it can reveal the truth of spirit. It means that we are no more limited to the entertainment side of art, that we always get enjoyment with the help of art. So art is not only limited to entertainment, but the real aim of art is to reveal the truth of the spirit. And in the text, and all these means lines and italics are text. It only fulfills its supreme task when it has placed itself in the same spheres as religion and philosophy. So it means that we may take art like a religion and philosophy. And when it is simply one way of bringing to our mind and, and expressing the divine, the deepest interest of mankind, and the most comprehensive truths of spirit. It means that when you when you express divine secrets over here, then mankind certainly, our people always take deep interest into it. And that deep interest of man is a comprehensive picture of truths of spirit. So the spirit generates works for art as a bridge between pure thought and infinite freedom. So here the art is just like a bridge between means two things. Number one is pure thought, and then pure thought along with freedom. And number two, sensuous, finite reality. Now, see, sensuous means that related to senses. For example, whatever knowledge we receive or whatever enjoyment we get, it is only through the senses. It is only through the senses. So there are certainly two types of means worlds over here: the world of senses and then the world of imagination. On the other hand, art cannot be dismissed as pure appearance because truth must appear in order to be known. For example, let me to make the point very much clear for you. For example, all of us know very well that are human beings are combination of two major things. Number one is spirit, and number two is body. Right? As far as the spirit is concerned, we have not till today experienced spirits. I cannot peep into your body and may look at your soul, but I may know you uh, with your body. And body is nothing, but it is just appearance of man. As far as the soul is concerned, as the spirit is concerned, it is always inside of us. And we also believe in it, right? How, for example, when soul leaves the body, man is no more in the world. So soul exists over here in the human body. So this is the appearance and the truth. As for deception, the life of experience and empirical reality is not true reality anyway. So number one, we have experiences. On the other hand, we have reality. So reality, whatever reality we have around us, it is empirical reality. It means that it is based on the experience. Okay, or it is means it is a worldly type of reality, but it is not in fact a reality. Where the reality exists, we will have to look for it, or we will have to try our level best to find it out. As for deception of life, acha, the really real, so to speak, is the ideal, the self-knowing spirit, which is what art reveals. So the pure reality is the ideal one, and that ideal thing can be understood with the help of self-knowing. Self-knowing, when you know yourself, right? And I also mentioned in my previous means lecture that self-knowing means that you may know yourself. To know oneself is not quite easy type of job. So that's why Prophet, peace be upon him, says that when you know yourself, you know Almighty Allah. When you know your spirit, you know Almighty Allah. So all people over here are means a common man is not in a position to go deep into the things. So that's why it is means it is the greatest job which has been fulfilled by philosophers, and they have also shown us the real track to move towards the reality. art, so as it has been mentioned in the preceding lines, that art art is a bridge. It may take you, it may take you towards the reality, and reality is the absolute one, to know the spirit, the absolute spirit, and absolute spirit is well known to you. So here, the spirit generates work of art as a bridge, as we have already discussed over here. Art liberates the true content of phenomena from the pure appearance and deception of this bad, transitory world, and gives them a higher actuality born of the spirit. Now, see, this world is transitory, and this world has been called illusion. Illusion means that, for example, when you visit deserted areas from the a very distant place, it seems as if there is a water, but when you move close to it, there's no any water. So this is called deception, or this is called illusionment. So this world is transitory, temporary, and it is full of illusions. So higher type of actuality means we can achieve with the help of spirit. Thus, far from being more a mere pure appearance, a higher reality and truer existence is to be ascribed to the phenomena of art in comparison to those of ordinary reality. So, ordinary reality is something else, and the actual reality is something else. So, it is the work of art, or these are the artists who always take you along with them to the higher level of reality in order to understand the aim of life. All ranks higher than nature ordinary reality, as it hints the spiritual in a way that the hard shell of ordinary world cannot. So hard shell means certainly each and everything is means hidden, and means sometimes what happens that we are unable to understand that. So it is art which may take us to the highest level. But Hegel ranks the pure thought of religion and philosophy above art. Now over here, he has favored, he has he has led us towards religion and philosophy, and he's of the view that both of them are above means art. Religion certainly guides men, and towards what? Towards the real life, which is limited to a specific content. But philosophy and religion is related to a special type of content. Content and form were most adequate to each other in ancient Greece. The Christian era is less friendly to sense. Today, religion and reason are no longer best expressed by art, as we no longer venerate artworks. It means that in today's world, that means choice of people is different. So that's why their outlook has become entirely different. They cannot enjoy the work of art, and they consider it only the source of entertainment and nothing else. Art no longer affords that satisfaction of spiritual needs which earlier ages and nations sought in it and found in it alone, a satisfaction that, at least on the part of religion, was most intimately linked with art. Okay, so what did ancient people do? Ancient people always tried their level best in those days to link up the art and religion, in order to enjoy the things on the one hand, and in order to get a certain type of avenues for reaching to the reality on the other hand. The beautiful days of Greek art, like the golden age of the later Middle Ages, are gone. So now see, these are these are the ideas which were certainly limited to the ancient times. Either it may be Greek period or it may be Middle Ages and times. and etc. And being students of literature, you are well aware that, and afterwards, and after Renaissance, and a number of things also appeared before people in society, and they believed in free thinking, and certainly the people paid little or less attention towards the religion, and they moved towards the enjoyment of life and etc. Why? Because the picture of religion that was presented in ancient and middle and in middle ages before Renaissance was quite horrible for the rest of the society, uh, uh, because the so-called religious people not only misled the people but also took the greatest advantage of their innocent lives, right? So, and then afterwards, there started the age of reason, and the means romantic age and other ages and etc. And then new type of philosophies with the in 16th, 17th century. Darwin also means 18th century. Darwin also appeared in the world, and then he presented other philosophy. Then man means found himself in chaos and confusion. So that's why the ways and means the means were not quite clear to understand life. So in this way, people were divided among groups and etc. And they started to discuss the number of things. So yeah, art is now a thing of the past. Today, our greater need is philosophy of art. Another word, for example, philosophy of art means aesthetics. Number two, philosophy is compatible with scientific study. Fine art has its origin in the heart and unregulated imagination, and its form as a matter is opposed to thought. But art is a product of spirit, so that sorry, so thought and conceptual linking are also expressed through it. Art's task is spiritual, therefore, it acquires its real ratification only in philosophy, Hegel concludes. So, now see that he has favored the art over here. Okay, either people may uh, means follow him or not. That neither is a fine art unworthy of philosophical treatment, nor is philosophical treatment incapable of uh, describing the essence of fine art. It means that philosophy and fine art are certainly interdependent or interlinked. So you cannot separate the philosophy from the fine arts. Scientific ways of treating beauty and art. Hegel discusses two kinds of scientific treatment, empirical and theoretical. Okay? Empirical. This approach starts from the particular and extant works. It deals with actual works of art from the outside, arranging them into the history of art, setting up discussions about existing works, or outlining theories which are to yield general consideration for both criticizing and producing work of art. It means that it means that you may not mix up the science with art or scientific approaches. This suits scholars of art who, because of art's diversity, need an immense range of factual historical knowledge. It means that these are the scholars. Scholars means these are certainly the people of highest rank who are able to understand the diversity of facts and historical knowledge. Historical treatment products theories of art such as those of Aristotle, Horace, and Longinus, who abstract general characteristics into the rules for production. Now, see, these are the most important names which have been mentioned over here. And Aristotle is well known to you, and Horace is certainly a playwright, and Longinus certainly has contributed in the field of philosophy, and he's of the view that a work of art must be the magical one. Magical in the sense that whenever you even look at any work of art, such as either it may be in the form of poetry or picture or whatever, that the magic of creator must be of the highest level, that when you look at it or when you go through the lines of the poetry, you may feel yourself, if you are flying with the ideas of the poet or artist. So this is a sublimity that you may feel as if you are flying upward with the ideas of writers. So this should be level of means work of art, number one. And number two, this should be the level of readers, and this should be level of people. I have given you so many examples in this regard. That, for example, if you take a book of, or if you take a dictionary that is quite thick and etc., and if you present the same to illiterate person who is running a shop, that he may use it as a trash over there and etc., then he will simply pay you 50 rupees or 70 rupees. Okay, why? Because he is not familiar that what is inside of the dictionary, but you are educated one and you know the importance of dictionary, so that's why you will pay certainly uh, 500 or 1000 or more than that, right? So it means that a man who is going to enjoy art and who is going to understand it must be of the highest level at least, and he should not be common man, that who may not have any interest in the work of art, and he simply may believe in skimming and scanning. No, he must enjoy. And we know very well that we always enjoy the things when we go into the deep of them. These draw, however, from a small range of works thought beautiful at that time, and the lack of particularity can lead to vapid statement. So now see that uh, this is the way to enjoy the work of art. These theories help to develop principles of taste, skill in judging art works. Now see that when we go through the theories, we always develop our taste. Taste means a skill. A skill for what? A skill for judging artworks. The development of taste only touched on what was external and meager, and besides took its prescriptions likewise from only a narrow range of works of art and a limited training of our intellect and feelings. Its scope was unsatisfactory and incapable of grasping the inner and truth and sharpening the eye for detecting these things. It means that uh, all these things, are all these important ideas lead us towards the test. That through theories we may be able to understand, we may be able to develop our test. Test for what? Test for judging the artworks in order to enjoy it. Hegel goes on to consider the theories of his contemporaries, Hirt and Mayer. But such theories are out of date. In Germany, Genius prevails against legalism and the watery wastes of theories. Only scholarship of art, history retains some values. It is. Okay? No, see, he's of the view that Hegel is of the view that he was not interested in the theories. Why? Because he considered them as very trifle type of theories, which did not suit the temperament of the people of the age. So over here, genius prevails against legalism and watery wastes of theories. So genius people were over there, and they were against the legalism type of things in Germany. And those theories only retain over there which were based on some values and had been introduced by certain scholars. So, task and vocation consists in the aesthetic appreciation of individual work of art and knowledge of the historical circumstances which condition the work of art externally. It is only an appreciation made with sense and spirit and supported by the historical facts which can penetrate into the entire individuality of a work of art. It means that, for example, any work which may possess all these qualities which have been mentioned over here in this text means might have appealed to the readers or to the scholars of those days. Hegel notes with approval that we are now willing to look at art from other ages. For example, Middle Ages and cultures, such as cultures of India, which reveal a content common to all mankind. So here, Hegel is of the view that Hegel approves that type of theories Hegel approves that type of theories uh, which may certainly possess the ideas of the Middle Ages and the cultures and culture of India, and that must reveal the content, and that content should be accepted by all mankind without any or without any difference of color, creed, and culture. Why? Because work of art is for all the human beings, right? Okay. And I think that if you have gone through the William Wordsworth, one of the poems, and one of the prominent poems, the pagan, right? The pagan. In pagan, Wordsworth says that it had, we, sorry, we are running out of time. So, means let us complete it and let us wait over here for more 1 or 2 minutes. Okay. Anyway, so pagan William Wordsworth is of the view that it had been better for him to be a pagan than to be a Christian of a romantic age. Why? Because mankind was divided into groups, number one, and number two, they have diverted their attention towards material gains, and number third, industrial revolution certainly brought the drastic change in the lives of people and took them very much away from the values of life. So I think that we will certainly continue the same, and the time is running out over here for So we are going to continue within 5 minutes, please.